Hi guys, this is CJ from AgentSmartly. Today we're talking about zoning for your California real estate salesperson exam. By the way, all those key concepts and the study tools are available at AgentSmartly.com. All right, let's get started. So first we go to this key concept tab and scroll down a little bit. We will see the zoning in public controls, and we just click this button and we will see all those definition and all the details. So zoning is a local government regulation that control how private land can be used and developed. So basically you can think like, is the government regulation. Let me highlight the keywords here. Government regulation for private land and how can be used. So I think it's sort of like a guidance or rules from the government for how this private land or private property used, right? So the goal is to organize community growth and protect public interest. It's part of larger plan to ensure the land use and promote the long-term development. So basically you can think is a rule for public benefits. And now let's see the key points for zoning. And zoning is enforced by the local governments, like use city governments, and use their police power to regulate land use for public health, safety, morals, and welfare. So basically, once again, for the community, for the local, the benefits. And what's next? And it helps separate the incompatible use, such like residential, industrial. So basically you can think like the government will make sure the part of the city or part of the land is only for commercial, part of it's all for residential, so each for their own purpose. So you think you want a quietness in your residential, right? But the commercial usually is very loud, very noisy, so you want to separate those two areas. And sometimes the downsizing refers to change the zone to allow less intensive development, like converting the commercial land to residential. Right now, actually, as far as I know, in San Francisco downtown, they because of a lot of remote control, so their offices is very empty. So they might convert that commercial offices into apartments for residential use. Now let's take a look at the memory trick. The memory trick, think of like zoning, like setting rules of this neighborhood to keep things safe and in harmony. And downsizing is like turning down some intensity of the land use. Sometimes, like I always say earlier, it is you could turn in converting the commercial offices into the apartments for residential use. In California, we really need more houses, more apartments, right? There are a real life example. The city rezones a commercial lot into a residential zone to prevent noisy factory from being built nearby, making the neighborhood more suitable for families, like I said earlier, right? So the government, they might change or convert the zoning rules based on the needs. So the two keywords, remember, zoning is a government regulation for how the private lands being used or developed. And for the public benefits. And now let's summarize what we have learned with this and this guy right here. We take a look right here. You can see the zoning in property characteristic, the land use rules and regulations. For the zoning type, just like how government they assign each like zoning type, there is residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural. And the zoning code right here, the heights and setbacks and density limits, and there are of course some exceptions. And the legal use is violations. So how you remember the memory trick? It is residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural. So that's how you use this. Yeah. So, and I think that's pretty much will be what we're talking about on the zoning. And once again, if you are studying for your salesperson exam, you might check out this website, AgentSmartly.com. We have all those key concepts, very crucial key concepts that you might see in your actual exam. And also you could practice all the practice questions. You could practice, the full practice, which cover all the topics, subjects, and also you could study by each topic. Let's say you want to practice more practice questions on contracts. You go here, you will see you could do something. And last not but least, you will see the progress tab right here, where you could check, okay, how many questions you tried and overall accuracy. You can even see the which subject, which topic you have the higher accuracy and where is the lowest, so you could improve. To me, you see here, I have the 76% for the property ownership. So if I need to pass the exam, I might need to practice them more. Yeah, that's pretty much about this today's video. And if you liked this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because every week I will release some key concept for your salesperson exam, and hope you like it. And happy studying. I will see you next time.